Creation's journey to life. In this journey, the patterns that constitute what we have accepted as our reality will be deconstructed through self-forgiveness and reconstructed through a commitment of correction to that which is best for all life. Day 91. I am the one that decides. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that everything that happens to me happened by design, as my decision, as I am the one that accepts and allows who I am and what happens to me as my life and as life on earth. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that I have, through acceptance and allowance, accumulated the movement of events on earth within which I have secured my position as to my own self-fulfillment to lead my happiness in a way that will make my life extraordinary. And because I have made it possible for me, it must be possible for everyone, and therefore life on earth is perfect as I am happy with my life. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that I, as the one that decides, always have the opportunity in every breath to change my decision from serving only my self-interest to serving life as what is best for all. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that once I have secured my self-interest, I am totally unwilling to give up my self-interest, no matter to what extent my decision causes harm to other life forms. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that self-honesty means that I must investigate my self-interest as to the nature of me that I refuse to give up and justify based on my inner experience only, while the outer experience of life on earth for all is not equal to my inner happiness. And as I understand that the inner creates the outer, and my happiness does not in fact become the world experience, I must be the one that creates the outer world, and that is hiding this fact from myself. Otherwise, I would have been aware how I create the world as it exists now as the physical. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that what the world is now is the totality of all decisions by all participants, and thus, when all the decisions of all participants are aligned to what is best for all, life on earth will be what is best for all. We are the ones that decide. I commit myself to remind each one that all decisions always lead to results in this physical world of consequence. The physical world as it exists is the consequential result of all decisions as one, the real oneness that actually exists. I commit myself to show that self-interest is a belief decided by each one, to be the personal religion that must result in the happiness of the individual only, that result in a world where suffering abounds, but are denied, as the belief exists that if the self-interest is given up, happiness cannot exist, making of happiness a justification to allow evil to exist on earth as the human being. I commit myself to show that each one is free to decide to create a world free of fear and suffering, yet do not use this freedom and instead enslave each other to a most bizarre thing, personal beliefs as the religion of self. I commit myself to show that we as humans hold the key to the creation of lasting peace on earth when we realize that we are in fact the creators of life on earth. We are in fact the ones that decide.